Namo, 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 Anjani Nandana Namo, 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 Anjani Nandana Namo, Namo, Anjani Nandana
So good morning! 2019 Zorba the Buddha Festival in the Desert Ashram, one of my favorite places on earth. The sky, the emptiness, desert, and the desert is not a fryer, we say it in Israel, in Hebrew. It's like the desert is no just like this. Chikicheka, he is strong. He can teach you things. He can show you things in yourself. Yeah, on a horse is no name. Because, at least from my experience, every time I go to the desert, something with this emptiness, with this peacefulness of nothing, is a big mirror to your face for your own shit, for your own demons, for your own. It's a reflection, it's a mirror of yourself. Because when I come here, just all the things like go up to the surface level so I can see them, things that are sometimes hidden deep at sea, float up to surface level in the desert. And yeah, it's such a blessing to be here in the ashram again. I owe this place so much. It's changed my life. Changed my life completely. I never quite gave my story, because there are many stories and I don't want to attach to one story. This is also why I changed my name, because I wanted to see what happened if I change my name, if it's one of the things that can make me feel not attached to a certain story or a certain thing. So yeah, but here happened something really profound, really shifting point in my life. There was a moment in time that I came here that changed it all for my life. And yeah, why not film it? Why not? I filmed it for myself, and then eventually maybe I'll upload it, maybe I don't. Just this one big video. So here in this desert ashram, I was here 2 years ago. And you can just sit anywhere in this rocks. Yeah, so here in this desert ashram, I think 2 years ago, in just the beginning of 2018, in the new year, I came here for the first time. And I was still in the army, I was still a soldier. And in that time I was really going strong into trying to achieve these goals I set for myself in the world of software development, high tech. And what happened to me here, I came here for the first time, and for the first time I was shown with all these people who are very friendly, and most of them are very open too, and very loving. And I never had anything like that before, to see this type of energy in somewhere. And there is a ceremony in here called 4 Elements, which is like a very, very profound dance with 4 phases of like earth, water, air, and fire. And in each element there is a different focus, and it's a very, I would say, also like a spiritual dance with trance music party, when like there is some guy who guide the entire people in this space to close their eyes, and each music to really feel it, and in the earth to ground yourself to the ground, in the water to let the emotion flows, in the air to fly, to be like whatever you want, just fly, and in the fire to just give everything you have, all the fire of this life. It's one of the most profound experiences, and it's really did a lot of shifts in my physiology. And then I came here into this desert, this emptiness, big desert, and I wondered, like, I walk here for a couple of hours. I always say 5, but I really didn't have any time, could not tell the time really, so I say 5 hours, but it felt like I was here for a long time. And I was wandering here alone, and I had my first, I would say, I think it's a spiritual experience which in that experience a woman's voice came and spoke through me. So I was literally physically speaking, but I could sense that it's not me speaking, and I could sense that this voice is like a feminine type energy, and even like a collective type of energy. It's like, there's the saying, like everything is one. I could really feel that, feeling that voice being like everything is one. And she just spoke and spread my life in front of me, and showed me how I was being very, very like hard on myself, and not loving and judging. And instead of that, she all those places she like showed me like, "Boof, you can give it self-love. And that experience really changed the course of my life, because I came person A into this desert in a way that kind of, until that specific moment, I had no self-love, and it's projected on having no relationship with any girl until I was 21. And I was really ashamed in that. And my brain solution to that problem of being not able to have girls in my life, and not able to have intimate relationships, and lead me into thinking that if I will have millions of dollars in my bank account and a six-pack, then I will have this silly mind. And that experience changed me into start to ask questions, and it's changed my process. Instead of wanting to have something outside to fulfill some internal thing, I started to ask questions from inside outward. And that was really like a shifting point. Poof! That experience in the ashram changed me from working many hours in these companies until like I had no sleep, like literally. And the day started at 6 and I would finish it at, until the night, 12 sometimes, like 2, and like no sleep, because I would have this desire to get really successful. But it was from a place, I think, of this scarcity mindset, of wanting to compensate for not loving myself. So I'll have to make this money until I'm 30 years old. This was another thing I told myself, that until I'm 30 years old, I have to be a millionaire, because only then I will have love. And that changed after that experience, and that led me into finding different people, asking questions, sharing firstly with people that I have this lack of confidence and not being able to have women, and just sharing that it's something in my life, not like hiding it, and started speaking with people. And that led me into finding the right people, the right even coaches. In the end, that I did a process that changed my life, changed my identity, broke my identity, changed patterns. And it's all started here in this beautiful place, in this ashram. So I owe this place a lot, really a lot. It's really an honor to be here again. Yes, this is what I wanted to share. I have that camera.
Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Hanuman. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai